And we continue our breaking news coverage at this hour. A ninth body has been found within the last 15 minutes or so in the town of Hildale. At this hour, flash flood warning. It expired at the top of our hour for parts of southern Utah as search and rescue efforts continue for one woman, 4 children. Well, now 4 people are missing in that area of Hildale.
Now, this is some incredible video we're seeing of yesterday's severe flooding that has now killed 9 people. The rain swept away a roadway, a van, and another vehicle into Short Creek just north of Hildale yesterday around 5 o'clock. Now, 2 of the people found deceased were found in Arizona across the border about 2 miles downstream from where they were first swept away.
And if you're not familiar with the area, Hildale is right on the Utah-Arizona border near Colorado City, which is about an hour-and-a-half drive east from St. George.
Today, there's an 80% chance of moderate to severe rainfall in the area. We've already seen moderate rainstorms this morning as cleanup and recovery efforts now continue in that community. We have team coverage here at the bottom of the hour. To begin, we go to news specialist Sam Penrod, who's been in the area since about 3 o'clock this morning. Sam, what's the latest going on there? We just got the information that now a 9th victim has been found.
Yes, Andrew, sadly that news has come forward in just the past 30 minutes since our report at noon that they have now recovered a 9th victim. 4 people still remain unaccounted for here in the Hildale area. And that video that we've gotten to our newsroom here within the past hour, we can show you more of that. And that does kind of help explain how this tragedy really happened. From all accounts, it appears that the vehicles were parked there when that second wave, a very powerful wave of water came and started pushing those vehicles into the creek, and then the swiftness of the creek continued to push them downstream. And as you know, we believe that it was several miles potentially. One of those vehicles, the smaller Dodge Neon, was recovered right here at our location. But that is the video that will help in this investigation. The sheriff says there is some concern because as they continue searching that some of the ground is unstable on the banks of the creek because of the erosion that happened and the saturation of the soil. So they're not wanting to put any rescuers in danger, so they're being very careful about that, having them get too close. We know that Lieutenant Governor Spencer Cox is arriving right now here to Colorado City and Hildale, where he will survey the damage. The governor earlier today pledged state resources to assist in the cleanup and in the search and recovery efforts. But certainly a devastating tragedy for this community of Hildale and Colorado City as the search continues for the 4 people who are still unaccounted for.
Sam Penrod live in Hildale following the story as he has throughout the night and all morning long now into the afternoon. Sam, thanks for the update.
A flash flood warning that was set to expire at noon, but we're getting new information from Grant Wayman that says it has been extended.
And now, Grant, what's it going to look like here for the rest of the day as we get through in what is certainly a tough time down there? Yeah, and it's probably a good idea they extended that flash flood warning, which just means that if we get any more heavy rain in that area, it could certainly cause additional flooding because the waters are already high, the ground's already saturated. At the moment, we've been seeing scattered showers in the mountain areas beyond Hildale, but nothing new, at least in terms of heavier rain in this area, but we could still see more showers and storms that could redevelop, pop up with the heating of the day. Still plenty of moisture in the air there. That's in part why that warning's been extended. In the meantime, the real focus right now, the heavy stuff, is in our own backyard right here. Heavy rain moving through the Wasatch Front. In this line, this is along a front, and look at all the red colors, and we're even seeing some purple as well, and numerous lightning strikes here, and it's barreling in on us right here over KSL downtown with heavy rain, Centerville, Bountiful, North Salt Lake, even heavier rain out here toward Magna, toward the west side where you can see the purple colors there. So rain beginning to move in the valley now. That's part of that front that's moving through. So more heavy rain for the northern part of the state, and we could see a few more showers down south as well. We'll touch more on that in the full report, talk about that weekend as well.
All right, thanks, Grant. Flash flooding is always an option that not many people are prepared for.
If one thing we can take away from the past 24 hours is that it happens so very fast, and in light of the tragedy in southern Utah, we want to help you be ready for just about anything and how you can avoid being swept away in something that does happen extremely quickly.
We continue our team coverage at this hour. Brittany Copeland is live from Murray with how to what to do if you find yourself in this situation. Brittany.
Well, Lori, the main thing you can do is avoid it altogether. Make sure you pay attention to your surroundings. This is Little Cottonwood Creek. It runs through Murray and various other sections of the valley. And as you can see, it's really calm at this point. It's actually starting to rain a little bit, and that's where things can get treacherous because, you know, think about it. A few miles away, there could be a very severe thunderstorm. All of a sudden, you have water, you know, coming downstream, and then you might have a flash flood on your hand. And that's similar to the situation that happened down there in southern Utah. Now, with more rain in the forecast down there, the other concern is to make sure that the community, the rest of the community, is safe and that no one else gets into any trouble. Flash floods can come quickly, as I mentioned, and without warning, so you just have to make sure you pay attention to even the signs on the road.
Stay away from those areas, those low-lying areas, the riverbeds, even the slow streams. Those areas can raise so rapidly. The water in a flash flood, they call it a flash flood for a reason. It's just immediate flash flooding.
Another thing that you need to keep in mind is even if you're a strong swimmer, say you swam in high school or even a professional swimmer, that doesn't mean that you can actually handle yourself in a flash flood. The water is moving so quickly, it can even wash away cars, which is similar to the situation, obviously, that happened in southern Utah down there. Of course, stay with us throughout the day. We'll keep you safe and keep you up to date with what's going on. Back to you.
Brittany, thanks for the update. We've seen that video that's just come into our newsroom of the cars being swept down, so certainly don't think that you could ever swim against a current like that.
It's clearly raining where she's standing. We'll have continuing coverage of these floods in southern Utah. We already have multiple crews on the scene and others headed that direction.
It's a big story impacting a lot of people. Stay with us here on KSL TV, KSL News Radio, and KSL.com, and through our various social media channels for updates as well. When we